Hey guys, we are making homemade whole wheat pizza. First, we're going to take 2 cups of all-purpose flour, put it into our bowl, and then we're going to take 2 cups of whole wheat flour because it's whole wheat pizza. You see me here spooning it into the measuring cup, and that's because this helps to make the crust a lot lighter. If you were to take your measuring cup and dip it into the flour, it's going to be more dense. So spoon in the flour into your measuring cup. Add 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1 packet of instant yeast. And we're going to give this a quick mix. Now add 1.5 cups of warm water. You want it to be 110 degrees Fahrenheit. And if it's too hot, it's going to burn your yeast, and if it's too cold, it's not going to activate it. Add 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to mix this up until it forms into a ball, and you want to make sure if it's sticking to the sides to add just a little bit more flour, or if it's a little dry, add a little bit more water to it. And then we're going to knead it for 5 minutes. You can use the stand mixer like this, or you can just do it by hand on it. Bowl, you're going to add just a little bit of olive oil, and you're going to coat the sides of the bowl with the olive oil. Then put your dough in there and coat the dough with the olive oil, because this will help it to not stick to the bowl or to the plastic wrap, which is what we're going to cover it with, or a clean cloth. And then you want to place it in a sunny spot for 1 to 2 hours until it doubles in size. Usually 1 hour will do. If you notice after 1 hour it's not doubled in size like this, then the yeast was not activated, or it could have been bad yeast, or the temperature of the water wasn't right, so start over. Then you're going to punch down the dough, take it out, and we're going to divide it into 2 equal parts, and this will give us 2 large pizzas. Place the dough onto a well-floured surface, and this is going to help the dough not to stick on the surface, obviously, or onto the rolling pin. So I'm going to divide the dough into 2 equal parts, and this will give 2 large pizzas, or if you want 4 different small pizzas, divide it into 4 pieces, or divide it into 3 for about 3 medium-sized pizzas. Depends on how many different pizzas you want to make for different people who want different toppings. So there's your ball. Now we're going to roll out the dough, and you want to do it to the thickness that you like. We usually like a thin crust, so you'll see that I roll it out pretty thin here. If you want it thicker, then just don't roll it out as thin. And then we're going to place it onto our pizza pan, and you can use just a regular pan if you want. I have a pizza pan, so that's what I use. Then just fit your dough to the pizza pan, and you can make crust if you want. We just like ours flat. And then this is actually a Brazilian-inspired pizza, which is one of our favorites. So it has marinara sauce for the sauce, or you can use a pizza sauce, whatever kind is your favorite, really. And we like to spread it to the edges because the sauce is just yummy. It's so good, especially if you use a good one. Then add your vegan cheese to it. We like to use diet, but you can use whatever kind you guys like to use. And you can be pretty generous with the cheese if that's what you like to do. And I like to actually save some for the last. And then one of our favorites is heart of palm. Now this is so delicious. If you've never tried it before, this is a great recipe to try it with on the first time, because it doesn't have a whole lot of a strong flavor, but it's still delicious. And then we like to add the green olives to it too, and you want to make sure that they're sliced. And this kind of gives it more of a salty taste. And then I top it off with a little bit more vegan cheese, and an important part is sprinkling oregano on the top of the pizza as well. And then it's ready to bake. Bake it at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for about 8 to 12 minutes. Be sure to check it so it doesn't burn, but the cheese is melted. This is usually what happens while we're waiting for the pizza to cook. They eat the vegan cheese while singing how great thou art. If you have little ones, get them involved in making the pizza and especially the dough because they have a lot of fun making it. Just make sure that when they're doing the toppings that it's their pizza. You'll see why. Look at my little ones. Okay, roll it out.
I'm Benjamin. I'm making pizza. My day.
Okay, let Ollie roll it.
Hey, Ollie. I'm making pizza. My turn to say. Hello, Mama. I'm Benjamin. We are making pizza.